So, good evening, everybody, all my friends, brothers and sisters all over the world. Good evening to this unique presentation today. I am presenting with my brother, yes, Jeremiah Odili. So, he's going to be with me for today and give you the best impression of what you need to know about email marketing and other things. While I proceed on the business, what you need to know about digital world blueprints. You can build once and end forever. You can build a business once, just close your eye and build a business once, maintain the business, and then forever wealth begin to come into your life. So we're looking at combining this with digital outfits as you build so that you can earn forever. Because today, nobody can do without being digital. We have to be digital, we have to be online. So what do? It's important that the success principles most people overlook so much when they're online. What they're online doing, they're just doing this, doing that, things that are not relevant. Most business owners online is just random posting, just posting randomly. Oh, they DM manually. And then they depend so much on WhatsApp status and they have no follow-up system. They didn't build any system to do a good follow-up. And then they forget that money is the follow-up, the in follow-up results. They chase leads instead of owning a system. So if we are going to do this business well digitally, we have to build a system. A system has to be in place that will help us get what we want to get. That means we have to be visible everywhere. Visibility is the new currency. Now you can't do without being visible. Are you going to hide? You can't put on a lamp and put it under the table. What's the need? You have learned all the techniques, then you have to be visible. You have to be everywhere. You have to be available. Oh, that reminds me. I remember, yes, some years back, I have a colleague. They call it of education. They call him available. Mr. Available. It became his real name because you see him here now, you see him there, you see everywhere you see him. Almost 1 minute of the day, you see him everywhere. They call him available. It's available. So you have to be visible. Your business, which you have labored to build, you have to present it. You have to present it. Don't hide the business. So visibility is the new currency. That brings in the money that we want to make today. So you have to learn all the techniques to be visible. And then the business, you don't win by being the best, but you win by being the best known, the best that is seen, the best that is well positioned, the best that you have to be is by being known. You have to do all it takes to position your business and make sure you are visible everywhere. So what I'm going to do today is we are going to talk about digital email marketing. But before that, I'll just for some few minutes introduce this concept to the stage where we are going to introduce it to. Because we are not going to talk of so many products. The use of only one product, for example, can make you a millionaire. How do you build a business from just one product like aloe vera? If you concentrate and focus mainly on aloe vera, that can give you all you take. Build customer base, do all it takes. And then you see how money begin to come into your business. So digital asset mindset, or ODD is going to talk about the email marketing. It's going to talk enough about that. So I won't go into that. The math behind, yeah, it's going to talk about all this, all that. Yes. So like I said, we are not going to talk about the whole of the products we have. We have quite a lot of product lines, but I will take only one product line today, and we see how important this product is, how important it is to our lives. How important, you see, the first thing to know is this product, what it stands for is as an antioxidant. That is the main thing. What does it mean to be an antioxidant? You must know what they call free radicals. That is the destructive elements that damages the whole of our system. It can break down the whole system. Yes, it's an ionized molecule that can damage cells. It affects critical functions and increases internal inflammations, causes chronic diseases, and accelerates aging process. You see some people, they are just 20 years, but they look like 60 years already. This damaging process is going on in us. I know of one Dr. Kenneth Cooper. He worked so much on this antioxidant free radical damage. And I remember they celebrated his 50th anniversary in his work on this. If you just go to Google and Google Dr. Kenneth Cooper, you see his work. Standby is there. So antioxidants, they are the main thing that can mop up and remove all these free radicals from our system. If you don't do it, you don't take it, you just allow the damage to continue. Damaging continues. The aging process continues. And it's not good to leave it to continue. So it is very important that we must, forever in his wisdom. That is why almost all the products of forever, aloe is an aloe base, because the property of the aloe vera is manifesting all the products, almost all the products. So it is very important to note that. I'm sure that forever, when it was developing the aloe vera gel, the first product it developed, came up with. And you see, Rex did not mince word at all. Seeing the importance of aloe vera on our health, and then seeing the source of wealth, financial sources that we can build from there, it's also shown. That is why it's said one of the greatest sources of illness in the world is an empty wallet. If the wallet is empty, of course, it's a sickness, illness that can affect so many things. But if you want to decrease the number of people that are suffering, just give them a chance to earn an honest living. Giving them a chance to earn an honest living is in this business. That is one thing that we know we can benefit from. I will come back to this later on. Talking about the aloe vera gel, we either retail it or we sell it at wholesale. What is this product meant for? It's a powerful antioxidant. In fact, the highest single source antioxidant in the world. I've said Antioxidants are those things what we need to neutralize, to mop up the free radicals that causes problem all over the body. So if you take it, the free radicals are removed from the body. Every day they are removed. And if you ask me, how long shall we take the aloe vera gel? Oh, it's like rain is falling and you are driving your car. You ask me, how long shall I put on the wiper to wipe? Of course, as long as it rains, you keep wiping. So don't don't ask me how long. You take it as you drink. It's like you're drinking water. Drink it. Drink it. It's a lot, a whole lot in the body. So as an antioxidant, it helps to slow down premature aging. And in today's environment, families are constantly exposed to oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is enormous everywhere, all over the body, all over the environment. Oxidative stress is going on. That's why if you ask me, what happens to a nail? Why does it go rusty? Or anything that goes rusty, it's oxidation. Or you cut an apple and you oxidation. Anything you cut yam and leave it, it undergoes oxidation. It's spoilage, the beginning of spoilage process. So we must do something to stop it. So processed foods, environmental toxins, poor sleep patterns, chronic stress, digital lifestyle fatigue, and all these factors accelerate cellular damage. And the root driver of the early aging process is this free radical. And of course, it causes low immunity and chronic inflammation. We don't want to experience that at all. So how does it manifest? How does the aloe vera, the cleansing of the free radicals, the mopping up of the free radicals in the body? Let me show you a video. A video I produced some years ago, over 15 years now. You need to see it, and the video has gone so far and wide. I remember once I went to US for a global rally. As I entered the hall, oh, there's this sister who came and helped me from back and say, "Hey, Mr. Kwereji, congratulations, your aloe vera demo. Aloe vera demo, I'll be using it. It's in East Africa." Josephine, the wife or the former MD in East Africa. So this demo has gone so far and wide. And you can see, just take a look. I remember that some time ago I read about this Dr. Kenneth Cooper. And the research he did, he published the fact that the amount of aloe vera, the amount of antioxidant, that is aloe vera, that you take in your body is directly proportional to how long you live. Do you get that? The amount of this drink, for example, you take every day is directly proportional to how long you live. So you want to live longer to any extent, then take more of the aloe vera gel. This is a research published. If you read the book, yes, Antioxidant Revolution by Dr. Kenneth Cooper, you'll find it there. Or you go online, you'll find it there. So it's very clear that there is a need for you to protect your health. But in doing this, also you can find out that you can make money in the same process. But let me first conclude the benefits of this aloe vera to our system. The system. I've told you that one, it keeps you alive and gives you long life. You take aloe. In fact, since I joined the business over 24 years now, since I joined the business, there's no day we don't take aloe vera. It's very important. It's very, very important. So, the video. The video. Imagine that. All right, but can you hear me now?
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay. Okay. Maybe we'll send the video later on to our WhatsApp groups. You can share it to those who are interested. So, aloe vera supports the family system, supports the system itself. It's an antioxidant. It protects, neutralizes free radicals that contribute to premature aging of cellular wears. Gut health. You know, the gut, it supports digestive balance, where over 70% of immune activity is linked. What about the immune system itself? The immune support. Aloe vera also helps the body maintain natural defense. You see, when your immune system is down, is compromised, then any invasion, anything can invade the system. Or if you are on aloe vera gel, those who were on aloe vera gel constantly, they were far from COVID-19. No, the COVID, no fear of COVID. So anything that can crash your immune system, aloe vera helps. So it helps the body maintain natural defensive readiness for adults and children. Natural daily detox support. It assists the body internal cleansing pathways without harsh stimulants. And then the whole family wellness tool, sustainable as a daily wellness support, and then it's a habit for good modern household. See, all this I've mentioned now, they're all important. What is the business in the aloe? You take it, it guarantees you amazing health. What is the business in it? You can build a big business from this. First, from retail. The company says you as a distributor, IVO, this is how much you buy it, wholesale from the company, and this is how much you retail it. And you get 13K as a profit instantly. You see, we show you how you can retail bottles. This is where productivity comes in. What I can retail a day of aloe vera, Mr. B may not be able to retail as much. But the essence of this presentation today, what he knows will tell us, you see, how email marketing is coming in is to help you move as many bottles of aloe vera. Move as many. Imagine 50 bottles of aloe vera you move within a week or 2 or 3 or a month. You can see over $500,000. $500,000 naira is the profit that goes into your pocket. $500,000 naira. So if you are perfected how to retail aloe vera and making over $500,000 every week or 2 weeks, you are made already. What about those who are strong enough to market as much as 120 bottles of aloe? We talk about over 1.5 million, over 1.5 million as profit that comes to you. That's a good business. This is just retail. And then you can build a business because this business, the model is multi-level marketing. Now that I'm in the business, I teach somebody, bring somebody in and teach the person how to also buy from the office as wholesale and retail. You know how much I want to come to me? A lot. A lot. So imagine this, the sales you make from 50 customers, and imagine over $500,000 you make from aloe vera. There is no cry to say I'm not employed or I don't have enough money. This is marketing. And once you have set up the marketing, you have set up the customer base on its own, the benefit on its own canvases to say, look, we need more. We need more. Thank you, we need more. We need to drink more. The whole family needs to drink more. So gone are the days they say small children. No, small children takes this a lot now. They love it. They love it. So small adults, male, female, everybody now in the family, they must, in fact, every home, anybody you visit, this bottle should be there. The bottle of aloe vera should be a representative of in the family. It's important you must know that aloe vera is good life. And what about building a business apart from retail? You are now building your multi-level marketing business. First of all, you build your network, a network. You build a network. What you need to do is to only five people all over the world, only five. If you can get 5 key people who understand and who exactly are interested in building good business, the 5 you have brought in, the company pays you so much for bringing in those 5, pays you so much. And by the time each of the 5 are interested in building their own 5, because bringing them in, the company pays so much and it shows them, look at what I was paid last month for 5 of you that I brought in. So, wow. So you mean if I bring 5 also in the business, I will pay? You say yes. And so they go on to build their own business. And then 25 people in the team. What happens the next month? The company will pay you, will not pay you for only 5 that you brought in now. You paid for about 30 people in the team. You have been paid now for volume based, the team volume base. And the 25 will be interested in having their own team. They will also build that 5-5 team of 5-5. It goes on and on until you get up to about 780 people in a team. It doesn't stop there. It goes beyond. But for the purpose of showing you what happens here financially, you have built your network already. What is the turnover that you have made with your team to the company? If every person in this 780 buys 1 bottle of aloe vera gel, take note, the company is going to pay you on retail value, not wholesale. The retail value of this is for 44,000. Only 1 bottle, 44,000. So 44,000 and 780 people, you have 34 million. And the company now pays 10% to you to say thank you for building this massive organization. This is the month. A month, this is what comes to you from just 1 bottle of aloe vera that each person in the team will encourage them to do. So assuming in the team, some people are buying 12 bottles of aloe vera. Some are buying 6. Some are buying. The amount is not what we have. It's not this 3 million we have calculated here. This is just the minimum we have calculated. So you can see that on the team volume business, the multi-level marketing model, you can see what you make. And then from retail, you see, this is a process that continues and you are building your base. Eventually, at the end of the year, what you have done to the company, you still have more. You still have more because the company pays you about 10 different ways, 10 different ways, 10 different daily profit, monthly. All this I've explained, you get paid. Royalty bonus, group volume, all group bonus, all of these 10 different ways the company pays you money. That's why I say you can set up this business and then get paid regularly throughout the year. You can see there, this is the end of year, chairman's bonus. At the end of the year, what you have done, you smile, you go on stage, and such money, such amount comes to you. So what about building passive wealth in the business? The more people you help to improve their health with the right products, for example, aloe vera gel, the more your business grows organically. Organically because these people now becomes your family members, they becomes your friend, they cannot do without a drink anymore. They want to drink it, they want to use it. But you must know how to use it to give the best result. Don't take it along with food, far from food. So whoever will detail the product to you will tell you how best to use it to get the best result. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I want to pause here and allow Jeremiah to continue from there. And then later on, I will round up the presentation. So, yeah, Jeremiah, I'm sure you can share your slide now because we are going to start building small, but dream big, and then small business will start. So Jeremiah, please, you can continue now, share your stream so that your slide, so that, yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, Jeremiah, thank you for coming. Please, can you give an emoji clap for Jeremiah to encourage him? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Jeremiah. All right.
Thank you again, sir. Once again, good evening.
Good evening.
To you all out there, especially the double diamonds in the house, my mentors, my father and mother in the business, Professor John and Justina Ekperigin. You have truly been an inspiration in my rise in this business. And so I greet you. Good day, depending on what, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what time it is in your own time zone. All right, so without further ado, because I do not want to take so much time up, because this is a presentation that I've actually done before. But somewhere along the line, you heard Daddy talk about being visible. Your business needs to be visible. So what this tool is, because that is what it is a digital tool that is meant to be able to assist you get visibility, get eyeballs on whatever business you're actually in. In this regard, it is Forever Living Products. So you can easily put out the message on what you're working on at any given point in time using this email marketing platform. All right, so basically, this is a presentation I've done before, and I've shown you a couple of things. So I expect that some of you may have taken some steps to be able to incorporate this particular aspect into your business. But if you have not, let me just throw in a bit of mindset to assist you, because mindset is everything in this business. If you have the knowledge, you have skills, but you have no mindset, you're not going anywhere. So, like they say, there's a saying that people will do anything to avoid pain and seek pleasure. So, if you're not taking action in terms of incorporating, for instance, the email marketing into your business, there is a possibility that you are associating pain with email marketing. But I'm there to clarify some things there, that it's not pain in any form. Email marketing, it has always been there. So forget all the things that may be, speaking to you internally, that email marketing is dead, that nobody opens up their email. Nobody's actually checking their emails. Okay? Probably that is what is actually keeping you stuck. So it's not the question of you not being, it's not a question of you being lazy. It's a question of what you are associating the email marketing to. So what we have here is a very powerful tool. And I'll try as much as possible to round up this presentation in under 20 minutes. So now they talk about, let's go into the crux of the issue. Email marketing. You see, the thing about email marketing, there's two distinctions. There's permission-based, okay, marketing. People give you permission to send them emails. And there is also the other aspect, the spam-based, the unsolicited messages. That's what they call spam. You are not permitted. You have not been given the permission to send messages to whoever you actually send these messages to. Unfortunately, the spammers are the ones, like, in terms of percentages, they are actually having the higher percentage compared to those who are doing it the way the book says that it should actually be done, which is you and I and all that. So the email, they call them email service providers, ESPs. They have a lot of work to do in terms of filtering those messages that have been permitted from those that are unpermitted. So it's a big tax on them. So they have a lot of parameters that they use. They have a lot of regulations. They have a lot of requirements to be able to edge out, the spammers, because we know how harmful it can actually be to businesses. It can actually be to individuals. Take, for instance, you receive a call from someone you don't know, and the person is trying to pretend like he knows you. So, you automatically, that's a red flag that goes up. So you don't want to have any business to do with that sort of person. But you want to have business to do with people you know. Take, for instance, you receive an email message from John and Justina Ekperigin. You want to know what they are working on in their business. You want to know what's going on. Probably this presentation at this hour. You want to know what it's all about. And so you receive a message inviting you to come to, this session. Of course, you definitely honor it. That's how powerful what we are talking about here. All right, so that is that about sort of like my own little introduction. So basically, we're going to be talking about a couple of things. What you're going to learn in this, you're going to know what the role of an email list is all about. The emphasis has always been grow a list, an email list. So that cannot be overemphasized, because the email list is your own asset. Forget about what you're actually building on Facebook's, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Forget about all those things. Those things don't belong to you. They actually belong to those platforms. And you get to understand as we make progress why I'm actually saying that. Then choosing an email autoresponder. See, the word autoresponder is something that you're going to be, you have to get used to it, because it's here to stay. Then, of course, you cannot send out an email unless it's coming from your domain, because it will not be honored. I talked about some of the regulations that the ESPs, the email service providers, are actually using to screen out spammers, to screen out what they call spoof. Okay, so we'll get to know about that. Then setting up a gravatar. Gravatar is basically to create more attention. You want to, like this, like what Daddy said, visibility is the new currency. Attention they're synonymous to each other. Attention, visibility, talking about the same thing. Then email deliverability. The email must drop in the inbox, not going to spam message. When you send out the message, you want to ensure that the email drops in the inbox. It actually passes all the integrity tests to be able to drop in the inbox so that the ESPs don't think of it as some form of spam messages. And I'm going to add a bonus to some of these things that we're going to learn in this session. So what is actually the role of the email list? What is the role? Is it just there for fun? There's a purpose, and that purpose borders on securing the people, your audience, the people that you speak to as a business owner on a daily basis. Imagine waking up one morning and finding out that everybody that you have over the years built a relationship with online suddenly is taken away from you in a split second. Definitely, you're not going to find that funny. I mean, I know of people who are influencers on Instagram. One very popular one, I won't mention her name, but she's in the category of Linda Ikeji. And she woke up one morning and her Instagram page was gone. That was a serious problem. So basically, the email list is there to be able to secure that. So when you are building on your social media platform, whether you are doing it via blogging, I know the blog belongs to Google, Instagram, YouTube, you're doing paid ads, you're on TikTok, Pinterest, Messenger, Facebook. These are many more constitutes what we have as the social media platforms. Your mindset should be that everything should come back to your email list. The email list should be the center. It should be your centralized tool when it comes to building an audience online. Because like I said, it is your own asset. Every other one is secondary. Don't waste your time building for the social media platform. And yes, you can do that. People are building their own list. That is the social media platforms list. How do you do that? When you put out your content, people are interested in that content. They watch it, they stay. You are building for them. Tomorrow you can violate a policy belonging to Facebook or YouTube and you are wiped out. It's as simple as that. You go and flash, they have a lot of policies, most of these platforms. If you're wiped out, like I talked about my influencer friend, what do you do next? You start rebuilding all over again. So it's not the wise thing to do when you are building you're building your business, because they are actually used to build businesses. You are building you must have a secure plan. Your mindset should be build my asset first, because your email list is yours. It can't get taken away from you. The worst that can happen is that you move from one autoresponder to another autoresponder. Like I said, you will get used to this autoresponder language, okay, as we make progress. So there are third-party tools that assist you in sending out mails, and that cannot be taken away from you, okay? So the mindset is have the email list central to your business. You send out a video, you tell them that, look, you must look for ingenious ways to get them on your email list. Okay, people are doing it. These are what the leaders are doing, okay, in the industry. And so you cannot be any exception to the rule. We put out a video on YouTube. Check me out. Go to my page. Go to my website. Check me out there. Jump on my what they call newsletter. They call it newsletter. Jump on my email, my mailing list. You get to the website. Your email address is captured. Your first name is captured, and just like that, you are captured on the listings. Okay, so that is all sorts of traffic should go back. Don't do it the other way. The other way won't work. The other way is risky. You don't have to, be on those levels. Now you may have done it. You may have been doing it without knowing, but now you know that all sources of traffic should lead to your email so that you have that connection permanently. And so you can also use your emails to be able to build your social media platforms. Yes, you put out a video, people don't know, and you send out your messages via your email list. Oh, I just did a video on YouTube. Why don't you, while you're there, you check it out? Okay, while you're there, you check out what I've done. And the thing about the email list is the most profitable way to conduct your business online, most profitable. Now you shoot a video on Facebook. Facebook will just select a couple of people they will show your video to, or whatever content you are putting out there. It doesn't go to all your 1,000 friends from where it does it. Okay, but with your email list, if your focus is on perfect 100% good deliverability, you're working with the right autoresponder, and you are observing, what needs to be observed, definitely everyone gets to be able to see whatever you are putting out there. So you send a message to your list. Oh, I just put out a video on YouTube. Why don't you go there? While you are there, subscribe to my channel, or it's going to Facebook, or it's going to Instagram. So it's a more efficient way of conducting your business. So remember this as we make progress. You don't own your social media followings. You don't own it, your social media followings. Tomorrow you will get wiped out. Your email list is your own asset. You own it. Okay? It should always be the primary communication tool. I've told you, it's central to your business while you're working online. And all focus should be on building your list first. If peradventure you get wiped out from the social media, oh no, it's not a big deal. You just send a message to your list that, look, I don't know what these other platforms are doing. I woke up and I cannot find my page any longer. I cannot find my account, whatever the case may be. Please, I've opened another account, so and so, bam, bam, bam. Please just go there and help me to subscribe. Finish. And before you know it, another page is built up. So build your social following from your list. It's more professional. It brands you better. It shows that you know this game, you know the game you are playing, and you're not going to be blown out by any form of chance. So we're going to move on to the next one, which is choosing an autoresponder. I've already said that the autoresponder is something that is a concept that you are going to be used to. So don't run away from it. So what is it? This thing they call an autoresponder. It's a software. Think of it as a software where you send out messages from, either in form of broadcasts, one-time broadcasts, or you could do like a campaign. You could send out like a campaign. You could actually pre-program it to send out messages every single day for maybe like 6 days straight without your involvement, because it's automated already. Look at the name, autoresponder. Okay, so if anybody is jumping into your mailing list, they get messages from you automatically. It's not something that you have to physically be there to do that, to perform that action. But when it talks about broadcast, okay, you conjure up a message and voila, you send to all your audience or your prospect, whatever the case may be. So things you have to look out for when choosing an autoresponder: the credibility. You do not want to be using a software that is heavily utilized by spammers. That is, they have integrity issues. Okay, they have integrity issues. So you do not want to, be on that level. So as we make progress, I'll recommend some for you. So how long they've been in business is critical. Okay, you want to use because like some of these autoresponders, if the business is not coming as it should be, it will fold up. It's a business on its own. Then you want one that has good deliverability ratings. That is, when you send out your message, it's actually inboxes. It doesn't go to spam folder. It doesn't go to promotions. Then user interface should be simple, friendly, something that if you're a beginner, you can easily adapt to it. It shouldn't be complicated. It shouldn't be too advanced. But we also have some that are for the advanced users. Then there are some people out there that talk about one-off payment. Pay one-off cost and use the autoresponder for life. That's a red flag, because such companies that offers this type of services, they don't go more than 3-6 months, because there are a whole lot of things to be done. They have support teams that integrates and interfaces with the email service providers. When I talk about email service providers, I'm talking about the Gmails of this world, the Yahoos, the Outlook, the AOL, and we have a lot of those type of systems. All right. So when you talk about the autoresponders that you could actually sign up to for usage, Aweber comes up. Aweber actually has, like a free, you could actually send out messages for free to your first 500 audiences until you're able to cross the 500 mark of audience. And then from there, you start to pay. Then you have Keep, used to be what they call Infusionsoft. So they rebranded. It's for beginners and also for advanced users. When you talk about beginners, when you talk about advanced users, more or less, you can actually sell products using the software. In other words, things like your payment portal will be integrated into the software. It's already integrated. The same with ActiveCampaign, GetResponse, and then you have ConvertKit. So you need a domain. To be able to do email marketing, you need a domain. You need to have a domain, www, whatever the domain name is. You should be able to have that. There's a reason for that. You can't send out, you can't function with the autoresponder using Gmail, Yahoo, all those ones. Why? Because basically there's a risk. People can actually copy your mails. There's some fast, sharp guys online. Online is where you have all kinds of people. They can actually send a message from your Gmail and they will think that it's you. They call it email spoofing. Okay? So you want to be able to have, some security in place. And that is what the autoresponder, that is what, the domain provides. So you want to go for a domain that offers email servicing. Okay, so it's customized. You customize everything. Okay, so it helps you stand out. Look more professional. Like I use mine, and my domain name is my name, irenoseodili.com. Sorry, I didn't know how to introduce myself. My name is Irenose Odili, but you can call me Jerry. People call me Jerry and all that from Jeremiah. All right, so my website is www.myname.irenoseodili.com, and I have my own email, my own customized email address, which is irenose@irenoseodili.com. So you see the @ there is very common with email addresses. So it helps you stand out and it brands you, you look professional and all that. So when you talk about getting a domain, I use GoDaddy. Okay, so there are other ones. They have Google Workspace or G Suite. You can get your email from G Suite. For me, GoDaddy offers all those services from me. Then you have name.com, you have domains.com. Okay, so always go for .com. We have .net, we have .org and all that. Go for .com because .com is more is what people are used to, popular. So when you talk about the Gravatar, basically the Gravatar is something that like more or less like makes everything uniform. Like if you have a picture on Gmail, because majority of the people on your emails, on using the email, Gmail has, email like, most of the percentage, the most of the people who are using the emails who have email addresses use the Gmail because Gmail is better than the other ones, the Google out there and all that. So basically, the Gravatar actually works with the Gmail. So what you do basically to be able to get attention so that when your messages pop up on people's email, they have the inbox, particularly if you are using the Gmail app, Now, the icon just beside your name starts to, it has like a GIF. They call it a .gif. It starts to flash, gives you some kind of flashing effects. Okay. So when you see that, it stands out. It makes you stand out. And again, it's more attractive. So they are bound to be able to open. So it has people that use this form of Giphy picture integrated into their sending of messages. They have a very high open click rate. Okay, click through rates. A lot of their messages get open because that's the whole idea. You want your messages to get open. Okay, so the way to go about it is that you go to your Google account profile, and then where you first of all, you create your Giphy on Canva. We all know Canva. Create your Giphy on Canva. Then you go to your Google account profile, and then where you have the picture, you just remove whatever picture you have there, and you slot in your Giphy design in there. So it starts automatically interfaces with your Gmail, and it goes round. So, but unfortunately, I have tried this several times here. I don't think that capability is in this part of the world. Maybe it's going to come later, but other people are doing it. I'm still going to look into it and see how it can actually get done. All right, so finally, we have email deliverability fundamentals. These are the things that, like, think of them as the nuts and bolts to get your emails delivered, because that is the cocoa. You want your emails to get delivered. You don't want to send message, someone say you didn't receive it. You yourself, you'll be like, after I put in all the work writing this message, you didn't receive it. It doesn't make any sense. So for your autoresponder, you always want to have what they call a single opt-in. Anyone that signs up, that you capture in your capture page, that gives you their email. Okay, you can send me messages. Anybody that like that, you want straight away your messages starts to inbox. That is what they call single. You want, as they give you as it comes into your system, because that's what this whole thing is all about, the system. As it comes into your inbox, as you capture the person's email address into your capture page, you want your messages, to be released immediately. That is what they call single. You don't want a situation where the person gets an initial message and the person now has to go into his own email, where he has the email where it feeds, and starts to give another permission again. That is the double one. So you don't want to do that. And you can easily do that by your autoresponder. You put in a setting to be able to opt for single opt-in. Okay. If it's not already like activated as by default, you can actually call support, your autoresponder, and they'll help you do that. So you want to be able to email engage people only in the last 90 days, people that open up your messages, people that click. If you have a link inside your message, they click it. Some form of interaction. You only want to be able to email those people. I'll tell you why in a short while. You don't email unengaged leads past 12 months. If nobody's opening your messages, don't continue to send them messages. Why? Because, like I said, these ESPs, they have a way of filtering out, maybe they are sending out messages. The person has not opened your message. He doesn't know you now. Why are you still sending message to him? He doesn't know you. So that is the situation. That's the way they look at it. How can you be calling someone, the person is not answering you, and you are still sending message? It's spammers that behave that way. So if you do that, if you continue to do that, regardless of whether your intentions are genuine, you'll be grouped among the spammers. Your messages will be entering spam, and nobody goes to spam messages to read anything there, unless, of course, maybe you want to. I don't know what you are looking for. You start going to spam to read. So you avoid common URL shorteners. You have Bitly. Okay, so do you know that if you send a link, because you have all these functions like with YouTube, a YouTube link, so you go and watch my YouTube in so and so place. What I'm hearing it will go to spam messages. If you send a link from YouTube, so I'm still going to look at that very closely and find out why. But with what I'm getting, that if you send a YouTube link directly, it goes to spam message. I'll come back to that. So you don't use your home address. Go to the post office, get a PO address, simply because of security reasons. You have your family to take care of, to cater for, and you are sending messages to thousands and thousands of people.
Mm.
You learn to be able to personalize your message using merge code. Merge code, like I explained before, personalizes your messages. In other words, you're sending messages to 500 people. Now, with this merge code, it gives that added function to address the people by name. I'm sending to Deji. I'm sending to John. I'm sending to Justina. I'm sending to Jeremiah. I'm sending to as many people out there as possible. It gives you all those messages will be personalized. Your names will appear as if I conjured up those messages individually. So we also have other features that under this merge code, but it's more in the advanced, whereby it even looks at date of birth and all those birthdays and all that. So there's so many good, cool stuffs in this, So because it shows that you know the person, there's good interaction. What this system loves is good interaction. You message the back and forth. You message someone, the person replies to you. Do you get what I'm saying? They'll say, okay, you know the person, there's good interaction going on. So you don't qualify those messages as spam. And that's why these people, the system loves good interactions. Okay, person replies you send a message back, there's a relationship, there's good interaction going on. It encourages replies. Email deliverability fundamental encourages replies to your emails, good. And it helps what they call sender code, like a sender reputation. If your sender reputation is high, it will be delivering. But if you have a sender reputation that is low, it will be going to spam. Okay, so keep images to a bare minimum. Not all the time you send images. I'll get back to you on that. Don't make your messages too promotional. There are some sensitive words. As we make progress by special grace of God, if I'm to come here next week again, I'll tell you more about the email list. There are certain words that trigger spam, like money, for instance, just like money. Just like you have on YouTube, you can't say certain things like, some of those derogatory words, they blow out some of those words, even while speaking. It's the same thing that applies here on the email marketing concept. So no more than 3 links. Spammers love links. The way it is on WhatsApp. You have to be careful. You click any link now, they break into your phone. So it's the same thing. So you keep your link to the barest minimum. No more than 3
very
links.
much.
And 3 and unsubscribe. They have the unsubscribe. If someone doesn't want to receive message from you any longer, can unsubscribe. It's one of the links. Okay, so massive disclaimers. Then monitor your click open rate. You want to always be better, okay, than you were before. Now, this is where I round up. This is the bonus. The things that some do's and don'ts. Let me round up quickly in next 30 seconds. You don't want your messages. You don't want your messages to be too corporate. Support. At your domain name.com. Info at your domain shouldn't be too corporate. Okay, they don't want that corporate feel because they are actually monitoring your messages. Your messages should be more personalized. Okay, so when you are conjoining up, your email address, you can actually have your first name and then at your domain name.com. So basically, this is what I have for you. I know I took much more than actually anticipated. So thank you so much.
Thank you. That's very good of you.
Yeah.
I'm happy you have a grasp of this email marketing, and I'm very happy the presentation is very good. Please, you still hang around to the end for some questions concerning your email marketing area, while I round up with And there are some questions, and I'm going to answer at the end just now. Somebody's asking me how we can get a 5 to build our network, our team. 5. It's a very important question. Very important question. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. So all we are presented now, like Audley, saying have shown now is all to drive the process, to get clients, to get customers, to get people. And sincerely speaking, you actually get the people if you have to use both the old and new. That's the hybrid system now, the old school and new school. What to do in recruiting, in prospecting. The process is simple. I will explain it at the end of this. So your part of financial freedom is an opportunity to build a business and earn income. In this business, we build and earn. And the potential for passive income through residual commissions, ability to create a legacy and build wealth for generation. You see, this generation thing is very key here, because at the end of the day of your session, the business is yours. You can will it to somebody else, and somebody will it to some. It goes on and on. You have built a business, and then supportive community and training resources. These are all very important. In conclusion, you find out that the Forever Living model, this model offers a unique opportunity to create an income and make positive impacts on well-being. On well-being, I've explained to you this, for example, take this, you know how well you are, and then make income from there.
Yeah.
Yes. In fact, your job is to ensure more families, more people, more friends, people get in touch and use the products. These are very important in building your own community. You have to expand the community. Yes. Then the potential for financial freedom and personal growth is real. And Sashio, you can remember I told you about 24 years I've been in this business. Why have I not left? Why am I still happy in the business? 24 years. That tells you that there's something. If not by now, I will have vacated the business. This business is real and it's good. So you have to build your own business. So whoever invited you here today, go back to the person and you give a link for you to sign up in the business. Or you can sign up online, or it gives you the physical form like this, you see there. There's a number on this form. That's your ID number throughout your life in the business. Your ID number is this. You get it after filling this form. And your all the things about you will be in a database of the company already. So you have to sign on, and then once you have signed on, then everything we got to do to work with you to grow your business, like the man who has the question now, how to get a 5? Oh, it's very important. We call it prospecting. Prospecting. Prospecting is a key word in getting people. And you can prospect with the old school way. It's a normal thing. I make friends every day. We say, 10 a day brings million my way. If every day I make 10 friends, hello, how are you? Oh, this top you are wearing is nice. How do you get it? Oh, can I get your telephone number? Or can I get your WhatsApp? You see, all these are ways. You take his number, and eventually all the numbers you are getting, contacts you are making, you invite them to this regular meeting on Mondays, every Monday. Don't make an attempt to try to convince. You are still very new. We need information. We need many things that will you show to people, and they are interested. This is where you can invite them to. Give them the link to these Monday presentations we do every Mondays. So your job is also contact, make people attend. Contact, make them attend. Eventually, you see those who attend is, oh, yeah, oh, I like it. They begin to join your business. And then you also have to attend the next, we have Success Accelerator training. Success Accelerator training. It will help to introduce you to the model of how we prospect from the internet, how we can reach out to people on the internet. All these are trainings Ziggy, can you put your number on the screen that they can reach you? Those who are interested in the training, the next batch 3 training is coming up soon. So as soon as we have enough people, the batch 3, we will have batch 1, batch 2 already gone, and batch 3 is on now. The list is on now. So you can also join this training to help you know what to do online in building your team of 5. It's very simple and easy. And we are going to be working with you because it's a question of saying, oh, okay, you have gotten the contact. Say, can you meet me up or join me on Monday meeting so to be explained to you how you can do what, and the person attend the meeting. Then it's our duty to present, not your duty. While you are listening, because you have to learn how to do it also gradually as we do it now. And then gradually you pick up from there and you get to 5. In fact, in getting your 5, you must have gotten about 10 or 15 before. You select the 5 best people you know. And it's not even compulsory, it's only 5. You can get 5 good and you get other 5 or get other. You keep on getting. In fact, today we have more than 5. And the more, the better for you. The more people you get, the better your team grows. Because the bigger your team, the more the money that comes in. And then eventually, you now have to be sponsored in the business. You have signed on by filling the form, you have your ID number. Next is to buy your products. The pack you see on the right-hand side is Start Your Journey combo pack, containing as many products that are put in there by the company. Yes, they are selected by the company. But if you don't want what the company select for you, you have the right to select your own. You have a choice. You select your own products you want that is equivalent to the pack. So once you do that, you have bought the product in your name, then you have signed or you have been sponsored in the business. So once you sign up, fill the form, you have the ID number, and then you purchase your product pack. Product packs, the pack you have purchased now, you use some of the product there and experience the benefit. And then others can retail others. We'll also show you how the products are retailed. So, ladies and gentlemen, can I thank you so much for your time today.